What's up guys, Grizz here. I know you guys have been asking for commentary and Vietnam gameplay, and look at this guy right here. You know that guy dropped out having these grandiose ideas. He thought he was about to just set everything and take it all out. Anyways, you've been asking for gameplay, commentary, Vietnam as well, so I thought I'd maybe kill a bunch of birds with one stone, see what I can do. I don't really watch commentaries of Bad Company 2 or anything for that matter, so I don't really know what it is that people do in them, so I'm just going to do what I think that people do in commentaries. That was a lucky shot. So yeah, that's what I'm going to try to do. This is Vietnam. I don't know the name of the map. I don't know any of the names of the maps in Vietnam, but we are obviously defending, which is actually pretty difficult in this particular mod because there's really no cover for anybody really, and I haven't really played Vietnam Rush in a really long time, so I don't remember any of the hiding spots, all the little places where you can gain a good advantage, so I'm just kind of running around with no idea what's going on. Really just trying to drain their tickets as much as I can. I got taken out there because I thought he was standing some other place than he really was. And right here, I don't know what the hell my squad is doing way back there. I mean, that happens so often. It just spawn on your squad mates, and like literally every time I'll spawn on a squad mate and I run forward every single time. I don't understand why people just sit back there like that. And I knew those guys would be coming. I didn't think he'd be that close to me. But anyways, like I was saying, I mean, I'm so sick of when you spawn on your squad mates and they're just so far back. What are they doing? I don't understand like what they think they're supposed to be doing. And for that reason, I mean, just this kind of the entire gameplay. I don't really spend a whole lot of time up in front of the MCOMs, which is usually where I like to stay, just to stop the people coming in, as opposed to letting them get up there and set, and then you're constantly just reacting to what they're doing. You're never really on the offensive, and that was what's kind of going on in this gameplay. And it just makes it really hard when you're never in control of the situation, you're just constantly reacting. I love taking pot shots to heli like that and getting lucky, but looks like they recovered it and took me out. And keep your eye on that guy. That guy is hilarious. He thinks that I'm hacking, and he lets me know quite a few times. I had been playing with him earlier in the day, and I shot him out of the helicopter multiple times with the shotgun with slugs. And that's one of the things that blows my mind. The game has been out for so many years now, and still people do not understand what slugs are for and how accurate they are. It's ridiculous. I don't understand what he was thinking, but here you see me just completely failing. I can't hit this guy at all. Luckily somebody else took him out. And then this car is about to blaze by. Where is it? Right here. This guy, he just goes straight through. I guess, I don't know if it was them that set the MCOM. They would have gotten there a little quick, but I didn't see these guys come up behind us. I get that guy through the wall. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's verifying the charge or something. And I hear these guys behind me. That's one of the greatest things about Bad Company 2, is you can always tell where people are just by listening. And I end up with some random ass kit that I don't know. What is it? Oh, that's a Thompson. Some people love this gun. I just don't get it. I think it's really goofy. I mean, it's good in Vietnam, but then again, every gun is good in Vietnam. And luckily, this recon over here had a M40, so I get back to what I had pretty much. And this helicopter right here ends up being a problem for us because these two guys, both of which I miss, end up just being a spawn point for their teammates. And I couldn't just run over the hill and go get them because that would probably just end up getting me killed, especially because there's nothing over there. It's just no man's land. But for the defenders, if I went over there, it wouldn't help. It wouldn't help at all. And I realize that B is set, but we only have this one guy over there going to get the MCOM. And if I go over there, it would just be suicide. And with these guys over here, I mean, there's not much I can do. So I just decide and sit here and wait for them to come to A. And just hope that they all come together so that they don't keep up the spawn point. But I think they're smart enough to leave a few people there. And like I was saying before, I'm just constantly reacting. I'm waiting for them to come to me, and luckily I got a nice quick scope on that guy. But I get that guy on the Jeep way out there. I don't like in Vietnam how when you run out of ammo with the sniper rifles, it keeps you zoomed in because it's just one more click that you have to click again to essentially run away, and that gets me killed a lot. And this guy completely fucking blind. I don't know how that other guy got over there so fast. I know there was two of them, and apparently he was able to set. And luckily my teammate is standing right next to this tank, so I'm able to spawn on him and just take it out. What I was saying about the sound earlier is it is great, but there's a really bad bug when you take out more than one person with a C4. 2 people still yell out, and that screws me up a lot because they end up running around looking for the other guy. So you always have to keep an eye on the kill feed to make sure that there was actually 2 people, and that was probably the reason there's more than one person yelling. That screws me up a lot. I don't know if it does for anybody else, but it does for me. So yeah, unfortunately we lost that set of MCOMs. I guess we all kind of knew that was coming. And I know this is kind of a gray area, and I don't really like to do it because I don't like when people do it to me, but I'm kind of stuck here, so I'm really just behind them. I don't know if this is their spawn, but essentially it might as well be, because I'm just back here taking people out now at this point. I don't know, in my opinion, if they can't kill me, then I have every right to be there. So I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I end up screwing up because I saw that sniper on the right. For some reason I decided to charge him like an idiot, even though I have been playing with him for a few games, and he's that guy's actually pretty good. So yeah, I screwed up on that one. And this set of MCOMs, like I was saying earlier, I'm not really super familiar with Rush in Vietnam, just because I haven't played it in so long. And so on this set of MCOMs, I just essentially end up running around with no real idea of what my strategy is going to be. I guess essentially what it has been, just try to take out as many tickets of theirs as I can, but I don't really know the good spots to sit. I don't really know where people generally come up from. So basically I'm just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. And unfortunately they set the MCOM while I was dead. And there's this tank right over here, just sitting there shooting everybody, defusing it. And I was going to blow it up. Luckily that guy got out, but the heli took it out for me. I don't know why I didn't go defuse the other MCOM. I probably had more than enough time. That was just my brain going full retard right there. Trying to get through the wall, but I guess that doesn't really work in this mod. And so we lose B, and you can see me clearly having no idea what the hell I'm supposed to do next. I'm just waiting for somebody to come up to me so I can shoot them. And that's kind of the way this whole set of MCOMs goes. And I got a nice little quick scope there, and I end up screwing up because I wanted to get his ammo box, and this guy comes up and then it just takes me out. I'd spent so much time looking for my kit that, oh god, what an idiot. So it looks like they set the other MCOM here while I was dead, which pretty much means that we're just completely screwed because they have a heli up and we don't have any engineers, at least none that are able to shoot the helicopter at all. And I have trouble hitting pilots in Vietnam for some reason. I know I shot out 2 before, but I consider that lucky. I think it's easier in regular mode. I don't know why. I just feel like maybe it's like the heli body like absorbs the bullet. I know you get a hit marker and it does damage to the heli, but I guess it just makes it harder to judge where you're actually hitting. I'm not sure. I've just never had a whole lot of luck hitting pilots. And now here again, you see me, I'm just stuck here at the old set of MCOMs. I probably should fall back, but I saw this tank spawn and I really wanted to grab it. And this is the guy I was telling you about earlier. This is the guy that was calling me a hacker. And I should have taken the tank when he got out, but it was too late. I had already clicked. And I quick scope him right when he gets out. And then I take out a couple more guys, but he was not happy with me. Hack, he says. Oh, I love that guy. I love that guy. I made a mistake here of chasing after this kill. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just gone back and picked up my kit and tried to get more, but I got greedy and ended up getting me killed. And I don't know what that guy in the Jeep, the stationary gun in the Jeep, I don't know what the hell he thought he was doing. Like, I don't know why people use those things. You are a sitting duck when you're in those things. And you'd have to expect to die sooner or later, but I just see him like Rambo sitting in there gritting his teeth, just yelling at the computer while he's doing it. And so obviously these 2 sneaky guys were able to push up and set the MCOM. I guess I had been back for so long I didn't realize that they'd be pushed up as soon as they did, and the damn heli takes me out and we lose that MCOM. I guess the heli must have taken out my teammates too, or they don't know how to defuse, which is equally as likely considering this team. And I get a terrible shot here. Luckily I do get him on the next shot. And if I could do this part right here differently again, I would. I should have killed this guy and then run around towards the bridge and try to get a flank on this group of people that I know are over there to the left. But unfortunately I got distracted by this accusation, had to respawn, and then I just run straight into everybody like an idiot. And he takes me out. Unfortunately, again, my squad is nowhere to be found, so I'm spawning back here in the middle of nowhere, where they set the MCOM, of course. But a credit to my team, they actually really did come together on this last set, considering especially the helicopter. That heli was doing a really good job of making sure that we weren't getting out of our spawn to defuse, but luckily these guys were actually still at the MCOM. Yeah, he was doing a really good job of spawn trapping. I know some people don't like that, but I think it's a legit strategy. And the problem wasn't that the heli's overpowered or that the pilot was being an asshole or anything like that. It was just that we didn't have any engineers that were willing to take him out. And I know maybe I shouldn't complain because I wasn't either, but hey, I took out 2 more pilots or helis than anybody else did. And then you see me holding down the trigger on an empty gun there. Thank God this guy back here is able to kill that guy. I think what he's doing is he's sitting behind that MCOM because the hitboxes on the thing are so fucked up that you can sit behind that MCOM like when you're defusing or setting and nobody can ever hit you. It's almost like the hitbox has another like 6 inches on it that is just covering your face if you're crouching. So you sit there down there and nobody can hit you. Anyway, so that little set of kills right there finally gave me a chance to get over here to this other side where I know there's just a whole shit ton of people. And this guy's pretty much leading me straight to them, the one that I'm following. And luckily I have some C4, I'm able to get this tank and get a nice little quick scope on this guy. And right here, this is a little hack shot. I just saw the little red and shot. I didn't really know he was there. And that kind of cleared out the whole left side, and that ended up really easing a lot of our pain for at least for the next minute. And this way we can at least focus on just this one part here. And you see this one guy here just doing some little bit of barbecue. And I have never really used the flamethrower. I haven't given it much of a try. But just watching other people use it is so hilarious. The whole idea behind it is just so hilarious to me. And when some guy is using it against you, it's like the most stressful thing in the world because you don't have any idea where it's coming from. So you're kind of just like shooting in every direction, hope that you hit him. And then you stay on fire afterwards. So even if he gets you, like if you get touched by the thing, you're pretty much dead if you're like have any semblance of low health. I think it's just one of those things where you kind of, to use it effectively, you kind of need a team behind you. You can't really charge in there by yourself and just start flamethrowing everybody because it won't really work. And I don't know what I was looking at here, but it clearly was not my screen because this guy is just standing there staring at me and I didn't see him. And of course, again, I spawn on my squad and they're over here in Africa. I have no idea what they're doing or what they think they're doing. So yet again, I'm going back to the MCOM and just hoping that my team was able to keep them away. At this point, I don't really know where anybody is. I'm assuming that they're back on that left side now, where I'd taken everybody out before. So again, I'm just trying to push my way up. I don't really know what's going to happen here, and it's getting down to, I mean, the tickets are getting pretty low now. But it's pretty safe to assume that with this few tickets, they're going to be making their last push here, and thankfully there's a bunch of health here to get me healed up. And I'm just throwing a nade here, not because I know that they're there, I mean, other than that guy, obviously, but I wanted to hear them yell, just to figure out how many that there were. And of course I died, and here we go again, running up to the MCOM, because my goddamn squad mate will not move up. And luckily it looks like there was only these 2 guys that had set the MCOM. This right here, this is like a bowling alley for nades and rockets. And right there they made a key mistake of not having people further away covering that MCOM. I don't know why I was shooting the heli with a medic gun, that's goofy. Anyways, that heli made a huge mistake of being where it was when the MCOM was set, flying away somewhere, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing here with all this C4. I think I lost my original kit, and now I'm just throwing it everywhere. And I thought that I blew it up, so I ran away, and then I turned back, and they set when I turned my back, and that ends up getting me killed. So screw up number 45,003 by C. Griswold. But if you look down on the ticket count, you see they only have 1 left. So I'm basically just hoping somebody else gets the kill. And they do, and we win. Must have been just a few seconds. And that right there is about as close as you can get in a Battlefield game. And that's one of those games that it happens so rarely. When it does happen, it's just really exciting. It's one of the best things about the Battlefield series, in my opinion. I'm really on the fence about whether or not the games should end when the MCOM is set, just because of the ticket count. I don't know. I know they changed that in Battlefield 3. I don't know how I feel about it. It is what it is. I think maybe the best thing about it is it creates an incentive to keep going, even though there might only be 4 or 5 tickets left. You know that you can still win just because you get that MCOM set. The tickets will stop draining. Even when you get to 0, you can still win. So, I mean, there's that extra incentive there. I guess that is a good change in that respect. But, I mean, then you kind of lose the excitement at the end there. Because then all you really got to do is watch the MCOM, and you don't have the medics running around frantically trying to revive, get those 1 or 2 tickets back. So, I mean, there's a give and take. There's plus sides and negative sides, but either way. Anyways, you see me here 36 kills ahead of my next teammate. I don't typically like to say that I carried, but I carried, I think, even though my team really did come together at the end of that last set of MCOMs. Anyways, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I hope the commentary was pertinent. I have no idea what I'm doing, so let me know in the comments. See you guys.